What is up, everybody? It is your man Brian back with you for another review, and today we're going to be going over the Wotofo Troll version 2. Okay, I'm going to take the camera down. We're going to unbox it. I'll show you everything that's in it. I'll show you what all comes with it. I'll show you what the RDA looks like. We're going to throw a quick build on it, and I'll show you how to wick it. And everything like that. It's really not that hard. It's probably one of the easiest things that I've ever built on. It has a velocity style deck. You'll see all that in the close-ups. Um, yeah, let me take the camera down and we'll get to this guy. All right, so give me 1 second. Okay, everybody, here we are with the Wotofo Troll version 2. Okay, let me turn this light off, see if it gets a little better lighting. Yep, there we go. All right. You got the troll down here. You got the little troll face guy. Okay. Up on the top, it gives you. It just says Wotofo and gives you the color. Which one you have? I chose to get the stainless one because on the black one, even though it's laser engraved, you can't really see the engraving on it. So anyway, back you got some warning information, 18 plus, you know, some other little warning things. Over here you got your little scratch and sniff to make sure you're getting in authentic. And then over here you just got, it says the troll, and you got your scan bar. Alright, so anyway, just like all the other Wotofo RDAs and stuff like that, the box slides out. Okay, you just set that off to the side, and then you're going to have your RDA on top with the wide bore drip tip with a chuff cap. So we'll just go ahead and we'll take these guys out really quick. Now in the bottom you get 3 of these little bags. Okay, one little bag is gonna have, they're gonna give you a pad of Japanese cotton. I believe it's the Muji, I think it is. I don't think it's the Kojendo because it's way too flat to be the Kojendo or whatever it is. You're gonna get spare O-rings and grub screws in the second bag. They give you a bunch of spare O-rings and stuff, and also in that bag it will have this tool, which is very useful. However, I haven't been using it because when I'm building with it, if I build with it on top of my Geekbait 521 tab, it's fine because this piece doesn't hit the bottom. But if you're building with the Coil Master, you have to like spin it like this, and then this will catch on the Coil Master, so you have to take it out and go back like this, and then spin it like this. But if you're building on top of a mod or something like that, this tool is very awesome. I really like this little tool. It's very cool. Alright, and another thing that Wotofo does that kind of confuses me is, we'll get to it in a second. I'm putting this little tool back in my little baggie. Alright, so another thing Wotofo, in the third bag they give you some spare, some coils to get you started with. Okay, now we'll get to the coils in a second. Okay, they give you 3 twisted, it looks to be probably 26. It might be 28, but it's probably twisted 26. But anyway, they give you 3 of them in the third bag. Okay, so then you come over here, you got your little pad guy thing that everything sticks in. Alright, and then they give you the wide bore chuff cap. If you want to use that, you can. I prefer to use the wide bore chuff cap. Okay, so, and this thing is wide, man. This thing is really wide. Okay, but it comes pre-installed with a 510 drip tip, so you can use, if you leave this piece in, you can use any standard 510 drip tip that you want to. This is kind of wide bore, but then as you can see, it turns down into a smaller bore and a 510 standard. Alright, so then if we take something and pop this guy out with, just go ahead and pop this 510 drip tip connector out. Just get it enough to where I can get my fingernail down in there and pop this guy out. Here's your 510 drip tip connector, so you can use your own drip tip. I choose to use the chuff cap, so that's what I'm going to put in it. So I'm going to take and just slide that guy in there like that. And I'm going to put this off to the side and get that out of my way. Alright, so here we have the troll. Alright, and this is what it looks like with the chuff cap in it. Alright, that's what it looks like with the chuff cap in it. Okay, boom, big ass chuff cap. Alright, you got your little troll guy right there. Okay, got your little troll guy right there. Airflow right there. Okay, airflow right there. That's pretty much it on the top. On the bottom, you got, it says oh, I got it upside down, sorry guys. It says the Troll V2 right here. It's got this thing and that thing, and then it's got Wotofo right there, and it does have a 510 pin. I believe it's gold plated. This is not adjustable, I don't believe. I don't think it's adjustable, but let's find out, shall we? Actually, it may be adjustable because this is turning clockwise. And it's got an O-ring on the end of it. Let's see. Maybe this is adjustable. We'll find out, guys. We will find out. Okay, so yes, it does look like it is adjustable, actually. I removed the 510 pin, and this is your positive pin, and I'm pulling on it pretty hard, and it's not coming out. Okay, so yes, this 510 pin is adjustable. However, even though it's adjustable, I still wouldn't, I don't know, let's see really quick. Let's get this guy in there nice and tight. It protruded a little bit when it's in there nice and tight. Doesn't protrude enough for me to be comfortable using it on a hybrid mech mod or a hybrid top cap with it being all the way tightened up in there. And if a 510 pin, this is just how I do it. If a 510 pin doesn't come already protruding enough out to where it's safe to use on a hybrid top cap already when it comes out of the box, even though it's adjustable, I tend to not use it on a hybrid top cap, because if you're screwing this down, if you're screwing this thing down, and you got it, and you're screwing it down, and it's going on top of your battery, sometimes that 510 pin can screw itself back up in there, even though it is adjustable. When you're screwing this down, that 510 pin can screw itself back up in there, and it's not good. So I don't, even though it's adjustable, I don't recommend using it on a hybrid top cap. However, you can do whatever you feel is safe for you. I wouldn't recommend it. So anyway, you got two different airflow styles on this guy, okay? And this is what I was getting to with them coils, alright? You got horizontal airflow on either side, and then you got vertical airflow on either side, and then you got horizontal airflow on either side, okay? And Wotofo provides you with 3 coils, okay? But this thing has no option for single coil. So if they're going to give you coils to get started, why why not put 4 coils in there? Because if this doesn't have an option for a single coil, then you can do one build and then you're stuck with a single coil that you can't do anything with, unless you do a center build because it's a velocity style deck, but that's no fun. So yeah, anyway, you got your horizontal airflow and then you got your vertical airflow. I guess they do it like that in case you build vertical coils in it. You can set it to the vertical airflow, and if you build horizontal, which we're going to be doing, you can put the horizontal airflow in there, alright? And if you put it in, it just looks like that, alright? And you can adjust it to halfway down, okay? You can adjust it like this, alright? The horizontal, when you adjust it, doesn't really do too much. It just closes them all off at once. What happens on one side will happen on the other. So what I'm doing on this side, it's doing the exact same thing on the other. So anyway, you can adjust these down and close the verticals down, but the horizontals are a little bit different. So yeah, anyway, so this airflow ring is removable, and then you got, we'll pop this guy out, and when you first get it, these O-rings are very, very, very tight. I had to put this guy on a mod in order to get this top cap off, and then you just, how I do it when I first get my RDA, if the O-rings are really, really, really tight like that, I'll leave them on here, and I'll take a little bit of Vaseline or VG, or even you can use juice or anything, and just rub the O-rings down really good, and take this on and off a few times, and just let the VG sit on there, or the juice sit on there, and the VG will soak up in them O-rings, and then eventually, as it soaks up the VG, these O-rings it'll be easier to take this top cap on and off without putting it on a mod. So anyway, here's your barrel. Not really too much to the barrel. And here's your deck, and look at this freaking deck. Alright, this deck is so damn deep. I think this is a 22 millimeter dripper, okay? And I think when I was looking on Wotofo's website, it said it's either, I think it's 10 millimeters or 9.5 millimeter deep juice well. So yeah, I mean, this thing is monstrous. You can fit a lot of cotton in here, and you can dump your juice right down the center if you're using the chuff cap. Even if you're, I haven't tried it with the 510 drip tip on there, but I wouldn't recommend dripping through a 510 drip tip unless you got a wide bore 510 drip tip. But I mean, you can do whatever you want, honestly. But anyway, you can just dump juice in this thing, and it's very hard to get it to leak. I've never had this thing leak on me, and I can take a dropper bottle and fill one of these pipette things up and stick it in the chuff cap and just dump the whole pipette in there, and I can take 10 to 15 pulls on it before I have to re-drip in this thing. It's monstrous, and you can fit some big coils in here. I mean, look how big them post holes are. Look at them. I believe they're 3 millimeters, but they might be 2.5. I'm pretty sure they're 3 millimeters though. So velocity style deck. So positive post, negative post. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the RDA. So let's go ahead and throw a build in this bad boy. Come on. Screw down. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. I have I'm gonna be using my own Allen key, because like I said, that T-post thing is a really, really cool tool. It's really, really awesome. like I said, but building on the coil master, it's really a pain, because when you get the Allen key part in these sides where you go to tighten down the screws, the Phillips head part of it will catch this, and you have to do like 3/4 of a turn, and then you have to pull it out and then bring it back around, and it's just a pain. So it's just easier to use a regular Allen key in this. And these are 9 wrap Nichrome 80 fused Claptons. I got a 26 gauge core in here with 34 gauge wrap. It's all Nichrome 80. So 9 wraps. So let me go ahead and install this. And they got big beefy hex screws in here. I mean, these things are good. It doesn't use the little thin Allen key. This thing is it uses the thicker one, which I really like, because when you're tightening down these posts, when you're tightening down the hex screws, the ones that use them little baby Allen keys, the ones that feel like they're gonna snap just by you touching them, you know, they're thinner than like 30 gauge Canthal. You know, they just feel like garbage. This is not that. This thing is quality. Wotofo did a really good job on this RDA. I mean, this thing is awesome. And you would think, because it has the chuff cap and it has a lot of airflow, you would think that it would just be straight for cloud chasing. It is kind of a cloud chasing RDA, but if you put the right build on here and you do it right, this thing will give you awesome flavor. So don't think because it produces big clouds, and you're hearing everybody out there saying, oh, it's a cloud chaser's dream. Yes, it can be a cloud chaser's dream. However, if you put the right build in here and you know what you're doing, you can not only get amazing clouds off of this thing, but you can also get amazing flavor. I get just as good flavor off of this as I do off of my Velocity and my Mutation V5. So, and everybody who knows me knows that I build all kinds of coils, okay, but I can, you know, all them fancy coils, the Stapered Stagger fused Claptons and Aliens and blah blah blah, all that stuff, I can build all that, guys. But if you know me, and if you've hung out in Vape Shack with me or anything like that, you know, all the time, 9 times out of 10, the builds that I run are fused Claptons. In my tanks, I run regular stainless steel Claptons. And in my RDAs, 9 times out of 10, I have a fused Clapton build in there. Because they're easy to build, and they give really good flavor and really good cloud production, and it's just the coils that I like using the most. Don't get me wrong, Aliens and things like that are really good coils, but they can be a pain in the ass to build. And honestly, out of all the coils I've built, I can get just as good as flavor off of these fused Claptons as I can with Alien coils. So, just pull it away from the post a little bit, make sure everything is good right there. And I will come in here with the snips. Snip that guy off without cutting my coil. Lift this guy up right here. Snip that off. And I'm going to make sure my coils are sitting level with each other. And needs to come up just a little bit. So I'll lift that up just a little bit, push it away from the post, bring it over a little bit more, make sure they're sitting at the right level. Yep, sitting fine with me. They're ohming out at a 0.1, 9 wrap, nichrome 80, fused Claptons, like I said, 26 gauge, core 34 gauge wrap, but this ohm is going to go up as we burn these coils in, so I'm gonna slowly pulse these and strum them. You want them glowing from the middle out. That's all you want. From the middle out, guys. Your coils don't have to look pretty. As long as they're glowing from the middle out and you can get cotton in them and they're glowing evenly and from the middle out, you're good. These things have a lot of hot spots in them. I think we got it this time, guys. A little hot spot right there. Got a hot spot on the inside. And sometimes coils can be a little bit of a pain. Once you get them, it's all worth it. I need to check these post screws, because if you see one's firing hotter than the other, sometimes that can be brought on by your post screws. So, and always make sure your post screws are tight. You don't want to over tighten them to where you're stripping out. To where you're stripping things out, but you always want to make sure they're tight. These post screws came loose. What I didn't do was, I didn't make sure all my post screws were tight. Yeah, see, now I see it raised up to a 0.24. That was my fault, because I didn't make sure that all my post screws were tight before I started firing them and everything, and these two were really loose. So now they should be perfectly fine. This is the thing with wide coils. These ceramic tweezers only go so wide. And I don't like the way that this one is not glowing. right from the inside out. So I'm just going to pinch it, fire it just a little bit so it holds itself in place. And there we go, guys. That's what you want right there. That's exactly what you want. You want them glowing from the inside out. You want them glowing evenly. And the end result was a 0.25. So that's going to be really, really nice on something. Okay. So if you've made it this far, guys, you're awesome, because I knew this was going to be kind of a long review, but I didn't think that it was going to go this far. But things happen, and it is what it is. Plus, I probably talk too much anyway. So I just got some Keno cotton. I'm just going to roll it out, get it into a little tube. Just get it into a little tube, just like this. Alrighty. And I'm just going to pinch one end, twist it just like this. Take it, put it through. Kind of just tug on the other side. You see how it's sliding through just like this? How it's sliding through nice and easy, but it's kind of tight. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want when you wick your stuff up, okay? I'm just going to do this one the easy way. Take that end off. A little bit too much cotton on that. You don't want to, when you wick up stuff, you don't want to, if you roll it in between your palms, you don't want to smash it down. You just want to get it into a tube. That's all you're looking for, is you just want it into a tube, okay? And I know this looks like a lot of cotton, guys, but trust me, this Wotofo Troll version 2 loves and can handle a lot of cotton. So take that excess off right there. Get my scissors. Trim that right there. Spin this around. Trim that guy right there. And some people take and use these or anything and fluff their cotton out, but with the way I do my cotton, I spread it out first and get it nice and spread out, and then I'll roll it into a tube like a Scottish kind of roll. So you don't have to fluff it out like that if you do it that way, but you can still do it that way. But you want to make sure your cotton is fluffy as it can be, because the fluffier it is, the better it'll wick. Alright. So, just take your tails, stuff them down in there, bring this guy around. Come on, get in there. There we go. Stuff him down in there. Everything down in there, but you want room under your coils for the air to go under your coils. You don't want the cotton sitting you want it under your coil, but you don't want it like stuffed up under your coil. You don't want to stuff your deck. You kind of just want the cotton down in there and touching the bottom. You can have a little extra cotton, but you don't want to like stuff it and pack it. You want to keep it nice and fluffy down in there. And I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to my cotton. I don't know, I'm just weird about it. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my coil builds and stuff. I guess you can kind of call it OCD, because I like things to look nice. I don't know what it is. It's just me. I'm crazy. I don't know. Stick that guy down in there. Come on, get in there. There we go. Alrighty. See, that's what you want right there, guys. You want coil, you want air going under your coils, but you want the cotton touching the bottom of the deck, alright? So, alrighty. Now, what shall we vape in here? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take, and we'll use some Yoga by not Rip Trippers, Yoga by Indoor Smokers. And Kendo cotton is really good cotton, guys, but you kind of gotta paint it and force it to soak the juice up when you first start using it. Once you get the juice started in there, it's very, very, very absorbent. It's really good cotton. Kendo is probably the best cotton that I've used so far. Like I said, it can be a bit of a pain when you're first trying to get it started, but once you get it started, it doesn't have no cotton taste to it when you first start vaping. Doesn't have any break-in period. As soon as you start vaping on it, you get the flavor of your juice. And that's what I like about it. It can be a pain to wick, but like I said, once you get it wicking, you're good to go. Dump some juice down in the middle. Fire it for a second to get the coil to start, get the cotton to start waking everything up. So you can straighten out this little bit of cotton that's hanging out. Make sure I got enough airflow underneath my coils. Alright, since you guys have waited this long, I'm not even going to pause the video. I'm right back up. Hold on a second. Bam. Alright, so I'm going to take this Mega Atticus off of here really quick. Put this troll on the IPv4. I'm gonna take and put my airflow cap on, put it on the verticals, or I mean the horizontal airflows, this guy right there. Line up my airflow with my coils. Push it down. Alright. And we got 0.23, just like it said on the, 0.25, just like it said on the thing. 85 watts. I'll show you how it vapes really quick. And that's it, guys. This thing chucks the clouds. The flavor is awesome. I freaking love this RDA. Love it. Wotofo did such a good job on this RDA. If you search around, you can get it. Look at different places. Search around. I always suggest to shop around. I'll put a couple links down in the description. I got this directly from Wotofo. So thank you, Tony at Wotofo, for sending this over for free for the purpose of the review. And that's it for me, guys. So make sure you join CASAV, Fight for Your Right to Vape. Join everything so you can keep up with everything. Make sure you check out vapeshack.org and the Vapedom. Make sure you check out all my social medias. Make sure you come over to Tommy Vapor's channel every Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern and hang out with us over there. We just unwind from the week and have a hangout show. While you're shopping around and looking for everything, make sure you go over and check Greg at the Brothers Vape. And make sure you go over and check out Premium E-Liquids over on PremiumVapeSupply.com. And get you some yummy e-juices while you're at it and while we still can. And that's it for me, guys. I'm not going to keep you any longer. We're already at 37 minutes. I did not want this review to go this far, but sometimes it is what it is. I probably should have cut out the building segment, but I wanted to show everybody how it performed. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. All right, see ya.